It's time for the Power Hour. Let's get this party started.
You're a little too hype. Woo!
Woo! Welcome. Let's get this party started. The last Power Hour of 2024.
Happy New Year. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Up and away. Just like Superman, that's where the
What's
Power
up?
Hour is going to be in 2025. This is going to be the year of the Power Hour and of MME and Kingdom of Nerds. Get ready, everyone.
And
Strap your seatbelts.
And the year of no gag reflex. What? Oh, wrong stream.
Oh,
Sorry.
my God.
I thought we were
Just ruined
casting
my vibe.
We were casting a certain type of movie.
No. We got a hot topic right at the start, thanks to Grace Randolph. But let's catch up with everyone, and then we will bring in some guests as well.
Let's say hi to the audience. Nerdette Newsstand.
I got news for Nerdette.
You got
He's
James.
wrong. I will say, wait. Nerdette, you're wrong.
We got James DeMitchell. Hi, everyone. Well, Gunn fans that bully David here off Twitter for supporting Gunn. We got little perpy movie guy. You effing bet we are. Hashtag Gun Gang. We don't break. We don't bend. We don't fall. Stay scared, Max. We just glaze.
Yeah.
Hey, LOBO. Hello, nerds. Isaac, the biggest movie fan. I agree with you, Max, on the James Gunn fans are more toxic than Snyder fans.
I don't think they're more. I think they're equal. And I think if you have certain circumstances, you will see the true toxicity of the Gun Gang, gun nuts.
We got CGH. This isn't a community post.
I told CGH to stop making effing community posts and make some videos. Wait. Can I explain that? Do you have friends that talk?
We do
Okay.
We do that. Derailing the stream already. No, man.
All right.
Happy New Year's evening, guys. Cheers, 2025. Figure drawing. Hashtag Gun Nuts. Figure drawing has been starting all year.
Yes.
Sean Hickman. Hello. The George. Wrong on both fans. It's Star Wars fans are more aggressive and toxic. Also, Grace needs to go on an island, leave society alone for dumb. Whoa. Hope you have a happy new year. Christina Payne, welcome. Antonio Baker, Grace Randolph is a effing liar. And I'm not a gun enthusiast, but she's effing liar and sad effing liar.
Oh, wow. Accusations. I will do a clip out. Is Grace actually lying about this for attention? Jay
Caselli. Hey, fellas. Anybody else? Chubby Teddy. Yo. And little movie per blah blah blah. Hi, Max.
Shout out to Christina Payne. I think I follow her on Instagram.
She's a great supporter of YouTube channels.
Yeah, I'm inspired by she posts a lot of gym stuff. I got to get back in the gym in 2025. People like that on Instagram, social media inspire me to get back in shape too. Awesome, Christina.
So if you're watching on MME, go over to Kingdom of Nerds, like the video. If you're watching on Kingdom of Nerds, go over to MME and like the video. Go back and forth during this entire stream because we need the support. We need the love. And if you want a topic addressed, please do a super chat. We are doing super chat starting next year and tonight if you want a topic addressed by me and Max. So there you go.
Well, we're just going to keep our guests in the backstage the whole time.
Yes, we're going to have guests
get used to it. I'm just kidding. They're looking at it. They're looking at us like, what the hell?
Like, what's going on?
We could bring them in now. We can't.
I guess we could bring in some hot Italian blood.
Okay.
Hey yo.
Which one first? I don't know. I don't know which one you're referring to.
We'll bring in the loudest of the two first. Wait, which one is that?
Oh wait, wrong one.
Hey guys, We got
we got a hey Thade, hey Chris, how's it going? You're muted, Chris. You're muted. Oh, you're both muted.
You're both muted.
I can't unmute you.
Okay, that was technical difficulties, I suppose.
I guess it was.
Oh, Callie's here. I'm tired of wet dog. What I told her I was streaming.
What are you doing over there? It's just
Okay,
unprofessional, Max.
Oh, you got a PlayStation 5 controller right there. Awesome. How's everyone's holidays been?
Mine were eventful. It's an Italian family during the holidays. What do you think happened?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was busy breaking up fights the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, we got a first super chat. $1.99 from JSS Brooklyn. Channel goals for 2025.
Well, I don't want to speak it into existence, but if you look at mine, I'm pretty close to a goal, although I didn't get it before 2025. But I did get 100K views for this month.
Nice.
I worked my butt off, clipping out videos, making single videos and shorts. And Chris had it. Chris, I brought back the hot takes. I brought a mic drop from the car. And you didn't like it? You didn't like it?
I'm not one of those people.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm not one of them people.
I don't address
shit about CEOs.
I commented on your hot take today, Max.
Yes, I know. James Gunn.
My channel goal for 2025 is to have my channel reach 2K subs. I'm already at 1,400 subs. Meet more people in the community, you fellow YouTubers. Less drama for 2025. There is no room,
like that's ever going to happen.
There is no room for drama in comic books among middle-aged men. Shouldn't be fighting over fucking paper in 2025. That's my hot take.
Paper.
All right, I'm just gonna say it. My goal is I want to get to 10K in 2025. Which means I got my work cut out for me. I got to do so much content. I've been refreshed. Thank you to the community. Thank you, Bruce, for being consistent with Power Hour. I know a lot of times Bruce gets everything started because I'm out running errands and stuff for my parents. I appreciate it. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Thade, and everyone out there. I appreciate all the support. Do more trailer reactions. Do more tape hunts. I've slowed down the tape hunts because I'm trying to pay down bills. You know, there's some do an MMA world tour. I'm going to go around meeting people.
You can't even get on your own channel on time. How are you going to go to other people's channels?
No, I'm talking about meet them in real life. You know, I'm going to go.
I guess that gets subs.
I might visit Enosh, and then I'm going to go visit Bruce again. I might. Again? Yeah, I might. I'm planning on visiting Crazy Joe. Crazy Joe without a convention, and Larry, eventually Chris and Thade as well.
Missouri would love to have you. You'd have a blast.
Yeah, you luck out with us. You catch us in the same area, man. We live.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get as many places I can.
Let me put your people are asking for the link for Movie Madness Entertainment.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I just went in and liked both streams.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate panelists actually liking the streams.
Can we talk about those toxic gun nuts? Yep.
Are we talking about them? They don't like videos for some reason. I don't know. They like the comment, but they don't like.
Aren't they all kind of toxic? Like all of them?
Yes, all fandoms are toxic.
All fandoms are toxic. I'm not going to say one's more than the other. It's just circumstances. That's my take.
There's people on both sides of this issue, gun nuts, Snyder bros, whatever. They're all kind of messy with each other. I try not to be, but then I also have my own likes and dislikes. So
that's because y'all have hate boners. It's big old stiff hate boners. Wait,
well, it's
that dislike? That's not exactly an F-bomb, but I am kind of like.
I think the problem is people take these properties and these movies and these directors and these producers, these actors way too seriously. They're not your best friends. They're not going to come to your barbecue and bring a mac and cheese or some ribs.
what it is like a lot of people make these things their personality. They make these things like it's their identity.
Yes.
It's bad, especially like the Star Wars fandom. And I'm part of the Star Wars fandom, but it's bad over there, man.
I do want to Max, if you bring it up, I do want to get to the reason we made this. Well, I made the thumbnail. Great thumbnail, by the way. The title. Gunn fans are more aggressive than Snyder fans, and that's because of the lovely Grace Randolph.
Oh, should we start out that way? Sorry, I had to take care of some business.
We gotta start off. We gotta start off hot. People.
Okay.
Come on.
Well, I want to correct it. I loved that Bruce came up with this topic and thumbnail in question for the audience. I thoroughly approve. But I don't think they're more toxic, and I don't think it really helps, honestly, to say this one's more than this one. There's a lot of circumstances, but I will tell you what. For one thing, they're driving me nuts. Before you start, just like remember I'm a Zack Snyder fan, but even as a Zack fan, Chris stayed. Can you could attest this? Remember when you're like Zack Snyder's the blueprint?
Oh, I remember that.
It was
atrocious. It was atrocious.
No, I mean, okay, I get it. Yeah, there's things that are similar. Not everyone's copying Zack, but now we get, it's like remember Tommy Boy, or when the David Spade's characters like he could sell a ketchup popsicle to a nurse in white gloves. They act like James Gunn could take a rock and make it a superstar. Every time you do any criticism, you're like, oh, he makes everything amazing. It's amazing. It's the same thing. I get the same vibe.
All I ever say is that James Gunn, he's never let me down.
No, I know, but they act like he's a god where he turns everything. He doesn't look. The Suicide Squad happened. It's not a disaster. But not everything hits like they claim it does. Not everyone's Rocket Raccoon. Not everything's Groot.
I do have to say this, Max. He did make me care about Rocket and Groot.
Oh yeah, so did Bradley Cooper voicing it. That was a joint part that Bradley Cooper did a great job. I give James Gunn respect for that. But they act like, and I just don't see it with the Creature Commandos. I mean, it looks fun. I watched a little bit of it, but it's not. I don't see a lot of people talking about this.
Can I be honest though?
Yeah.
When it comes to talking about both,
no, we want you to lie.
Directors, and this is just from my perspective. I like Zack Snyder's DC stuff. I hope to like whatever Gunn does. I still haven't watched Creature Commandos, but I think that some members of the Snyder fandom get way too parasocial about Zack Snyder. Like they like Bruce said earlier, it's like you don't know these guys personally. Stop acting like you do. Like you talk about people who defend Gunn, Max. There are people that do way worse for Zack Snyder. Like if you even question a moment of what he does, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Kind of like the Democrats.
What are you bringing that into?
I just had one more in before the new year. I had to sneak one more in. That's all.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I get it. I think it's cringe when you're on Twitter and you see somebody talking to these people as if they're on a first name basis with them, and I'm just like, what?
No, it's like look. Here's.
I will say this. When people do love work by certain directors or studios, they tend to put on these beer goggles when it comes to their faults and their misses and their hits.
Exactly.
Like I do not like 4 out of the first 6 Star Wars movie, and people are like, what's wrong with you? George Lucas can do no wrong. He's a magnificent director. Blah 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 blah. Those movies were shit.
It took me years to warm up to the prequels. Well, Revenge of the Sith was totally amazing.
You know what? It was
the other two. It took me years to warm up.
They're not perfect movies, but he tried something different than doing the exact same thing over and over again, which Disney does. Well, blow up another Death Star.
Actually, I do have. I disagree with you there, Mac.
was a slap together sci-fi movie from other movies that did it better before.
Name one.
I don't agree with that.
What?
Name one. Name one. Go ahead. Name one real quick. Name a better movie.
The
Day the Earth Stood Still was not better than Star Wars.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Damn. All these great sci-fi movies, and he just took elements from all these sci-fi movies and put them together, added some Japanese sword play, and called it Star Wars. That's all he did. Chris?
Well, he took a lot of influence. Yes,
that's every filmmaker. That's every filmmaker ever.
He also took what's the word am I? Okay, I've lost my words here. He took influence from Kurosawa movies. He took influence from.
He took influence from serials. He took influence from Flash Gordon. He took influences from Dune. That's what all filmmakers do. I don't know why everybody gets so angry about it.
There's a lot of homage going on.
But to go out there and act like he's the greatest director, and you could have your favorite, but to say that this guy's the best, come on, who really is the best?
Well,
really, it's all
it gets nauseating when people like I'm a huge fan of Zack Snyder, and it's subjective. But when people are like, "Can you talk about Rebel Moon every day?" No, it wasn't a masterpiece, but you can't talk about that shit every day. I'm not crapping on it.
No,
but I mean I don't think it's bad. It's just not good.
I've seen Star Wars shows that people have been part of. They talk about Star Wars every week and how bad it is. But then they still talking about it every week. I don't get it.
Well,
if you hate it that much, stop talking about it. Don't watch it.
Bruce, you talked about not liking certain Star Wars movies. I'm not real fond of a Star Wars movie that just about every Star Wars fan loves, and people don't understand when I say I don't like it. I am not fond of Empire Strikes Back, not really. It's in the trilogy, but
I'm calling bullshit on RJ. Resident Justice says, I don't worship anything. The only thing I worship is objectivity and proof.
You worship at the altar of, I want to be internet famous. I love RJ. No. I love RJ. Everyone knows I love RJ. I stick up for RJ on a daily basis. But RJ wants to be internet famous so bad. He does.
I think he's a gun nut. I think he's part of the gun gang.
No, he worships
the way he talked about Rocket Raccoon the other day.
Elon Musk. That's what.
No one.
X is his altar.
He makes money on it.
I know.
It's transactional. He doesn't give a shit about Elon.
He just wants.
What if he does though?
He gets paid. He gets paid on X.
RJ's making fat bank off Twitter. Huh?
Not fat bank, but he's making something. That's great. More props to you. But he also did this typical, just like Zack Snyder's The Blueprint. It's the equivalent to Gun Nuts. Well, he made Rocket Raccoon, and he made you like a tree that talks and walks around. Okay, I get it. He did that once. It doesn't work every time. We still got Weasel. And I don't care what people say. People don't like Weasel. Only Gun Nuts like Weasel. Only Gun
I'm not bashing RJ. I'm just saying. It's obvious.
I'm talking to Max.
Only Gun Nuts like Weasel. I'm so sick of people. Everyone likes Weasel. No, they don't. Who here likes Weasel?
I don't. I think he's a stupid character.
I like it.
Nowhere near Rocket Raccoon.
He randomly is licking his ass.
Yeah, I don't want. And he murders children. Okay, some people think that's funny. I'm like,
what are you talking about? You haven't watched the show.
I watched 2 episodes. They said in the first 2 episodes that he takes out a bunch of kids.
Watch the show, Max.
Which one are we talking about?
Weasel's a garbage character.
We're talking about
Creature Commandos.
Episode
Cliff 4. On comics. They said oh my God, am I making this up about Weasel? They said he took out a bunch of kids.
Exactly, Cliff. Thank you. This is my good sub up to Cliff on comics.
Oh, was that in the backstory episode? I didn't get to there yet.
Children. What's wrong with you?
Well, don't make a claim, Max, until you get there and actually.
Of what I saw, I don't know if they did in the episode.
Research, Max, before you say something.
Maybe he was trying to save them. They said he killed them. I don't know. I thought he killed them based on what they said in when they made him join the Creature Commandos.
You ain't got to watch that show, Max. Don't let these people.
No, everyone's saying.
Don't let these people bully you. Screw that show.
Okay.
I'll bully you, Chris.
Are we getting to the Grace thing now? Should we bring that up?
Let's do the Grace thing.
Okay.
Wow, you guys are really going to talk about my goddess like that. Okay, I'm here for it. Let's see what you guys got to say about my girl.
She doesn't like me so much anymore.
Side on this one.
Oh, that's a nice TIE fighter back there.
I think that's
You're just now seeing that TIE fighter.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Are you bringing it up? Am I bringing it up? Bloopers.
You're bringing it up. You say you had it already.
Oh, you gave me this whole speech about how you don't need my clip from Twitter because you have the timestamp.
Are you using a clip from Twitter? Oh my God, you're
Yes.
so unprepared.
Well, then get the whole video up. I don't know how much you want to watch.
We're gonna watch 4 or 5 minutes of this.
I'll watch Grace all day.
Can I give one more hot take before we do that? The Lobo announcements, it's kind of boring. I really wish that we didn't know so far ahead of time because it was just such a weak announcement. Oh yeah, he's Lobo. We knew this from scoops and everything from him. Wouldn't it be great? Let me bring this up here. What if you got this today?
Scoopers.
No, it was actually Jason that did this. But what if we save this till today and you didn't know he wasn't going to be Aquaman anymore? And then he announced it like this. This is from like a year ago.
Yeah.
World. All right. This needs to be documented. What's the date today? The 6th of November. The greatest news. Some of the greatest news in my life just happened. I can't say anything about it. Fuck yes! Oh! I can't wait to share with you, but they won't let me share anything. Mwah! You know who you are. Mwah! Mwah, Maestro.
Maestro. He calls everyone Maestro. That was the thing that annoyed everybody, though, because they're like, does he mean Zach? Does he mean Muschietti? No, it's no Gunn.
I remember whenever I tried to push that it was, the Snyderverse is coming back. Look, Jason Momoa said it.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like, it was not as exciting as an announcement. Like, I'm glad he's playing Lobo. I don't really want to see him as Aquaman anymore, honestly, after Aquaman 2. It just looks
like Lobo.
He does look like Lobo, but all the excitement out of this announcement was taken away because of this. We know. What'd you say, Bruce?
I would rather him stay Aquaman for me.
Yeah.
And he can do both. He can do both. I want him to do both.
I don't know.
I mean, we have precedent for that.
Both.
Extreme
kiss makeup and
Brolin did Cable and Thanos. So,
does Fade or Chris? Do you have any thoughts? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I wanted this to be really exciting announcement. It's just like, okay, we know, we've known for a year.
Everybody kind of saw it coming.
Yeah,
it was either going to be that or the Crow.
But at least make a new announcement. Jason, I'm actually putting the blame on Jason too. You should have made another video. Now I can say it. I'm Lobo or something.
Shortly after this clip you just played, he mentioned somewhere, I can't remember where, but he mentioned wanting to play Lobo.
Yeah, and he also thanked Zaslav and James Gunn in one of those.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you put the context clues together, we've known this for about a year.
Yeah, it wasn't. This was not a big shock, No, it was just confirmation. But I'm happy for him, man. That's the one thing I love about Jason Momoa. Whatever he does, he's having fun when he does it. He's one of those dudes that has fun, and you could throw him in anything, and it's gonna up ticket sales.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this to Jason. Jason, I love you, man. I've been following you since Stargate Atlantis. I've been a fan of yours. You need to make another video to bring my hype level up. Come on, there's so much. He's like screaming F yeah. Then I want a new video from Jason Momoa saying, now I can talk about Lobo. I'm so excited to get filming when Supergirl starts,
I really don't know how that, Degrassi, I still don't understand that take. I don't know how it's brazen fanboy appeasing when I haven't heard anybody ever come out and say, man, I want to see Lobo on screen so bad, and I can't wait for Jason Momoa to play him. I've never seen that. I've never seen that. So I don't know. And then yesterday, what'd you say? It was a demotion. He's been demoted because he was Aquaman at one point, and now he's Lobo. Like, I don't know how being in any superhero movie is a demotion, but I just don't know if actors really think that way. You know?
The other thing that I like about him being Momoa being Lobo, though, is thinking about the eventual storylines. I don't know what happened, Bruce. The eventual storylines with Lobo versus Superman, and not that Corn Sweat isn't jacked too, but I think like I feel like he could be a bigger presence over Superman over Corn Sweat than Cavill. Like I think it'll be more intimidating or something. You know what I mean? Or he's slightly older. You know?
Yeah, Max,
well, he's going to be.
There's a ton of villains or just enemies out there. Superman that tower over him.
Yeah,
they're huge. You know, like I don't know. It's Superman. He's gonna be
Mogul.
OP. He's gonna be OP no matter what.
Yeah. The
problem with Superman and people complaining about he's overpowered or boring, or is that they're focusing on villains and heroes that are on Earth. There are other beings out in space that are on level or more powerful than Superman.
Yeah, any Daxamite is on the same level as a Kryptonian. Martians are on the same level as Kryptonians. The Zarnians, which is Lobo's race, are on level with Kryptonians. There are several alien races out there that are on level or greater than Kryptonians.
He went from a headliner to a parking lot.
Dude, he's going to be the enemy of the Supergirl movie. He's not being sidelined, Degrassi.
He gets to be a villain.
I don't see it that
he's
way.
talking about how he went from having executive producer credits, getting a fat paycheck with Aquaman, to just being a side character in
listen, let's before we move on from this, even at in Aquaman 2, like I felt the excitement from Momoa and first Aquaman and Justice League, but by the time everyone, besides what happened to Affleck and Cavill and all the other things, it was just as hard for the rest of the people who had to film the movie twice. He seemed kind of fatigued being Aquaman without all the other outside factors by the time I saw the end of Aquaman 2. I wasn't feeling it. I got the vibe where he wasn't all in. I mean, did anyone else get that vibe? I don't say it was a horrible movie. It's just I didn't feel the energy, enthusiasm for the character I did when he was in Justice League or Aquaman 1. You know,
I had a lot of fun with Aquaman too. I like the relationship with his brother and everything. I by no means think he phoned it in. You know, it's an Aquaman movie. How much? I was gonna say, how much can you do with it? It's a fish movie.
Well, I just didn't feel the enthusiasm there. Me personally, just my opinion.
Well, you said it was a horrible movie. That
it just was boring.
Shazam was better than
Shazam 2 was better than Aquaman 2. It's just like they did the same things over. They did same villains over again. They did Black Manta again.
Well, you mad because they kept a good villain alive? And
no,
I'm not mad.
They didn't really introduce anything else. It just kind of like that we've seen this better and more fun the first time.
What?
Like there was Aquaman 1 was better on every level.
Well, I don't think so. It was better special effects,
humor too. The humor
acting,
too.
Better action.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know, man. I just know that anything I've watched with him in it, I've enjoyed.
Well, I'm excited for him as Lobo to see him really take on a villain role. I don't think he's got to play many villains.
I don't really know shit about.
The link is in private chat because every time I load up the link for Grace, my browser freezes for some reason.
Okay.
And I don't know a whole lot about Lobo, but I'm sure that now that this has been announced, this Lobo experts are going to be popping out of the woodworks. All of a sudden, everybody's going to know everything there is to know about Lobo.
Pretty much.
Pert makes a good point. He says he could work his way into a Lobo solo film he's producing, which
that's what I think.
We don't have time for that. DC will be dead in 5 years.
That's right. It's got to be Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman or
Wonder Woman or it doesn't count.
Oh! I wanted to pose a question to everybody watching this, and we're gonna clip this out. Okay.
Here we go.
No, dude, no
polls.
Talking about I'm not gonna put a poll. Talking about how toxic Gun Gang could be. I don't think they're more toxic.
How do we start by
I'm not. Let me finish. I'm not saying they're more toxic. I am saying though, imagine, and I don't think this would happen in this scenario. What if James Gunn's Superman fails to meet WB's expectations, and then the start of the stuff on the slate starts sliding, and he doesn't get to do everything he wants to do? Then revisit the Gunn gang and the Gun nuts and see what happens, because that's what happened to the Snyder fans. I'm not excusing it. I'm saying everyone that says, "Oh, these Snyder fans are worse," Gunn fan, and I just think all of fandom has horrible. It's actually the same people. It's actually the same people in every freaking fandom. They're just that they like, you see them. I see them getting upset at Disney. They're in the DC. They're in Marvel. They're the same people. They're the most toxic on the internet. They're just
I think
toxic.
I think going forward, Max, we shouldn't call fandom either fandom names, Gun Nut or
they want to be called Gun Nuts. The ones that I know.
Well, they're doing that for effect, Max. We know that.
No, what do you want me to call you? You know, it's the same thing.
Oh, speaking of,
let me bring
where is he?
Let me bring up this from Perp. Bet you $100 Lobo's debut in Supergirl will be better than his Aquaman debut in BVS. Don't forget they worked up to Aquaman. Why wouldn't Momoa do it again and get a solo film he's producing? I wouldn't take that bet. I wouldn't take that bet because, yeah, Aquaman's introduction to BVS was just on video. Yeah, so, I mean, I love BVS, but that's not even comparing. Like maybe it's Justice League if you're saying.
Yeah.
But just in his intro, I actually liked that. That was kind of cool. Even though they weren't in the movie, they had a clip of Aquaman and Flash and BVS. But I'm just saying, what do you think of that scenario, Thade and Chris? We're talking about this now. What if
I think any directors, I think there's probably a phone book full of shit that directors and producers and writers want to do that they never get to do.
Well, I mean, what if it underperforms?
If it underperforms, my opinion, honestly, I think
he's not going to get to do
Max, let him finish his point. You keep interrupting everyone, please, Max.
If this one fails. Now I'm saying if it fails, DC's done, man. DC's done in the cinema. But if it even makes its money back, we're gonna get more.
Okay,
we're gonna get more. I mean, it ain't like look, everyone. We're in this world now where everyone thinks you got to be part of the $1 billion club to matter. That's not true. How many great movies came out this year that didn't make shit? I don't care about box office receipts. That's what makes a movie successful, not what makes a movie good. People get that mixed up in their heads. Oh shit, it flopped. Maybe doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, so I'm hyper. I've had way too much caffeine.
All right.
Yeah, way too much caffeine.
As for
I think if it doesn't work, then that's it. Warner Brothers can kind of finally be like, yo, this DC shit might have been a bad investment.
I don't think they give up on DC. I think they stopped trying to make a Marvel Universe type connecting movie thing and just go back to making Batman solo movies. And that's it. If they could just keep making Batman movies and make money every year. They don't need any.
Or I think they might. I think they might go once Supergirl's introduced. They might do some more Supergirl projects. Do Wonder Woman, like do the main characters. Stick with the mains. Not do all the. I don't think you'll see all these supplemental characters.
That's right. So, you got to stick to the evil capitalistic part of it.
So a few of these things are already in production.
Mm-hmm.
If Superman fails, which I don't think it will, if it fails, then like Chris said, they'll put the DCEU on hiatus. They'll change up to somebody else in a few years. Maybe like Bruce said, throw out a few solo movies, and they'll just move on from it. Yeah. I don't think it's going to fail, though. And as long as it breaks even, they're going to continue with these movies.
Yeah.
Everything that's been greenlit and is in production now is still going to come out. So even if they're passable, they'll be fine.
But I'm saying my question, that's great, Thade and Chris, but my question is, what do you think the Gun Nuts and the Gun Gang will do? Restore the Gunverse. I'm sorry. It's going to happen.
I haven't ran across any of those people. So
no, that's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I don't think so. And I don't think so, Max. And why I don't think
that those people don't exist. I'm just saying I'm not terminally online enough to
I'll be one of those
people, you know?
Max, I'm not. No, I'll tell you why it won't happen that way.
I guarantee it. I will.
No. I will tell you why it's not going to happen, Max.
Yeah.
the Snyderverse, restore the Snyderverse, all of that, the reason why that whole thing happened is for several reasons. For one, people fought so hard to get Zack Snyder's Justice League to come out. Okay.
Yeah.
Two, there was no completion. Had Zack Snyder's movies been finished, nobody would have cared. Okay, I'm just saying. There's a whole lot of connecting tissue to why the Snyder fandom did what it did. Okay. If these Gunn movies fail, that just fail.
Well,
and Gunn will move on and make something else.
Just like I am the most consistent mother effer on YouTube. I will.
You are not, Matt.
I said, listen, when all the Snyder Bros didn't support Batgirl, I was like, what the hell? I thought you were here for artistic vision. You support the haircut and Zach, but you're not going to support release the Batgirl. I will do restore the Gunverse. Absolutely, I will carry that hashtag.
Can I say one thing about your point, Max? You are one of the biggest hypocrites I know when it comes to things.
Yes.
Because you constantly say you don't want to talk about politics, you want to talk about this, you don't want to talk about the Amico, but you're currently sitting there wearing a goddamn Amico sweater.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm staying warm. It's out of the basement.
It's a silent protest.
We got a super chat from Isaac, the biggest movie fan, 1999. Thank you so much, Isaac. I love you, bro. I still didn't see Sonic 3 yet. I hope you enjoyed it if you saw it. Let me know if you saw Sonic 3 and if you enjoyed it, Isaac. Happy New Year, Max, Brucifer, and rest of the MME crew. I like James Gunn, but I don't want to worship him. Yeah, you tell him, Isaac. But when it comes to Star Wars, I am a fan of the prequel trilogy. I just hate how fans bash on the. I hate how Bruce bashes on the prequels too. I keep saying, Chris, you understand. I never said the prequels were great, but do you understand when George Lucas was saying, and thank you again to Isaac, that he said, I try things new.
Very consistent with my
I try things new. He tried new stories in the prequels. He tried something different, telling the story of how to become a villain.
This was at a time when there was a lot of new technology out there too. He was trying new tech. He was You know, some people just get in their own head and they have to go out and make like.
And I'm not bashing the sequel trilogy, but what they did similar things. The same another Death Star. All the TIE fighters look the same, except now they're painted black. You know, he tried creature design, all new spaceships design. He's like, this is a different era. We're going to do things different. He exploded and expanded the universe. You know, he tried lots of it. And that's one of his criticisms with current Hollywood. One of his quotes is like, they keep making the same movie over and over again. There's no innovation. You know, they don't try things. When you try things, you're going to whiff sometimes when you constantly try. And that's where I do put George Lucas on a pedestal. He tries new things. He had there were so many new things in the prequels that just expanded what we knew about Star Wars, you know. So thank you, Isaac. I am a prequel fan.
All right, can we get to Grace Randolph finally? We've been trying to get to this clip for start at 14:45. We can start from there. We're gonna go about 18,
14:45. Okay.
Yes, we'll start about 14:45. And let the video play, Max, please, so we can have more.
Okay.
Fluid.
Should I speed it up just a little bit? That helps. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, people do that for copyright claim reasons. I watch a lot of people that watch other people's content, and they actually put 1.25 because it's better.
The Lucas
I think was very helpful to James Gunn and getting him to take over the DC universe. So, you know, James Gunn's not going to forget that. And as a reward, he has made all of Jason Momoa's dreams come true. You know, I have to say, Mike, it does seem like more DC shenanigans. And that's a good way to bring up the next point. And is this really a new cinematic universe? It doesn't seem like a new cinematic universe at all. It seems like it's just under new management.
BS. I do. It feels new to me. Superman stuff. It feels new to me.
Really?
Yes. I mean, besides the Peacemaker stuff, Peacemaker's coming back, but it feels really new. That's why I was like Jason Momoa. Even I kind of would like if they hired a new actor. I want Jason to get his dream role. I'm happy for him, but I'm kind of like I like hearing fresh talent get these roles. Like I get excited when they announce a new person. I don't know about it. Like who's going to be Supergirl, who's going to be Superman. He is so relevant.
All right, get back to Grace, please.
And I think that it might, hey Danny, it might even be better management. That's very possible. Thanks, John. Thank you, John. That's very sweet of you. I think that it's not going to clear the plate. It's not going to clear the table and give us a fresh start that we were hoping for. And I think that DC will probably continue to be plagued by the problems it's always been plagued by. And that concerns me a little bit. I mean, I think part of the reason that people were so interested in the Superman trailer was because of the drama, and that could translate to box office. It could. But, people were very interested in the Flash.
What
and really wanted to discuss the Flash. That first trailer for the Flash did extremely well. And then the movie fell on its face. So you just don't know. You don't know until you see it. But I do think this doesn't feel like new at all. It feels like the same DC as before. Even starting with Superman again, it's not a fresh start. It seems like a restart. And that is something that I concerns me. There's no discipline. There's no, we're starting again. We're starting a new, we're not starting again. We're starting a new cinematic universe. And I think that.
All right, I got to pause it here because no one understands what she's talking about. I do feel it feels fresh now. I do feel it. Like when I saw the trailer, it didn't look like just more DC status quo to me.
Wait, weren't you we just did a review of the trailer where we said it was heavily influenced by Snyder.
But it still felt fresh.
I don't think that's a fresh start.
Well, that's not what she said though. She did not say it didn't feel fresh. Well, maybe she said that, but I'm not. She said it doesn't feel like a brand new universe. So if you're using the same 3 characters over and over and over and over again, a reboot and over and over again, then you're never going to get the same. It's always going to be the same universe and then it's not only that, it's stagnated. It's a universe that never really got to fully come to its conclusion. DC always starts something. They go to build this universe and then, something happened and we got to start over. Something happened. We got to start over.
Exactly. And that's been the problem since the 90s. With DC.
So I won't say it feels like a new universe, but it does feel fresh. This is a different looking Superman.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Listen, I wanted them to do a whole new original theme, but if you're gonna do the John Williams thing and like 80s, 90s guitar, that was great. I loved it. It was
great. Yeah.
When they did the teaser, I'm like, I agreed with one of my. I'm not gonna mention his name here, but one of my other content creator friends that said it was like elevator music. But later on when they got to the actual trailer, it sounded great. I was all into it.
Elevator music. How dare
No, I hated the 30-second trailer. I was really concerned. If people want to go back and watch my video, I was like, what is this? The camera angles look horrible. There's bad actors pretending looking up in the air.
I think
even the full trailer yet.
I see what Chris is saying. You have Amanda Waller, John Cena, his wife coming back, Sean Gunn coming back, playing the same characters. So it does. I can see how it feels like the old DCU universe and not something fresh and new.
Was playing Maxwell Lord.
He is.
Yeah. Well, he's
playing Weasel.
He hasn't played
Weasel.
Weasel is a left
robot.
I think I would appreciate. I actually agree with Grace that James Gunn should have just left that stuff too. Peacemaker, but it was a success. But if there's anything that you're going to bring over from the previous version of DC, Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad already felt like outside of the Justice League stuff anyway, besides the end scene. It really felt a different vibe than the other stuff.
Yeah, and it just inside exposition jokes. But yeah, it does feel like Peacemaker and Suicide Squad, they feel like something that kind of orbits.
But to give Grace credit, I do think he should have just cut it off cold. That would have been a much better start to really. I really do think that. As much as I want to see Peacemaker season 2, it would be great where the CEO is like, you know what, we're just going to do all fresh.
It's just like politics. You take a candidate, you slap on new makeup, and reinvent themselves. That's what the DCU is doing. So, just saying.
All right, what the hell was that? What the no politics? Is that Sarah Palin? Who is that?
It's a combo of
That's Sarah Palin and JD Vance. That's creepy, man.
Yes.
That's creepy. Quit it.
Thank you.
That is scary, man.
Get off my screen. This is on my channel too. I don't want this shit.
You're angry and slightly aroused at the same time.
I am not. No.
I'm terrified, man. Quit it.
Chris, his face when he saw that.
All right. Let's see.
The situation. They should have taken a break. And then they should have started fresh, but they're not doing it. And I think that opportunity has now passed us. So we just have to see what happens. I think we really have just traded Zack Snyder for James Gunn. I think they're very similar, right down to the sometimes questionable choices, and also really, really, really devoted fan bases that kind of skew the perspective when it's on social media, but then don't show up at the theaters. James Gunn, outside of his Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
If I could get another George Lucas project on their Star Wars, I would.
Why are we talking about George Lucas?
This has not been successful. Someone's like, let's clip that and send it to James Gunn. And then, I don't think he's going to interact with me again, thank goodness. But, every time I point out a factual thing, he gets upset about it. But,
wait.
Ooh.
He's not
been successful. Someone's like, let's clip that and send it to James Gunn. And then, I think someone
talking about somebody we know.
Thank goodness. But every time I point out a factual thing, he gets upset about it. But I mean, look.
RJ's always stirring shit up, ain't he? RJ's always. It was RJ that ratted her out.
No. RJ.
You snitch.
RJ got a dossier on her right
he's
now.
neutral. He's neutral ground in the Gunn v. Grace standoff. He's
really?
Neutral. He talks to them both. Yeah.
He does. No, he doesn't.
RJ said
he tweets at them both. Grace. He doesn't talk to them both.
I never clip out Grace.
No, don't listen, RJ. I got your back. Don't worry about Grace. RJ's a stand-up guy. I'm the one you blocked. But RJ's good. Yeah. Okay. But she's saying that Gunn isn't going to talk to her anymore. Wow.
She said he probably won't have any more interactions with her. I don't know. I don't know what her beef is with Jessica Chastain or James Gunn or that kind of shit. I just know that
the Jessica Chastain thing is even more unreasonable because there's no reason. James Gunn at least throws shade at her.
No, I don't know. Something happened.
Jessica Chastain hasn't even said boo to her.
No, they must have been at a press junket or something, and she got bullied, got mean girl
in the box
by
office.
Jessica Chastain or something.
Okay, let's see what else she has to say.
Look at the box office for the Suicide Squad. Sure, it came out during the pandemic, but other movies released at the same time did better.
Thank you, Grace.
Thank
you, Grace. I'm so sick of the defense of the Suicide Squad. It's just like when people defend BVS. I love BVS. It was not a great success. Oh, it was during the pandemic. Okay, I understand.
I actually prefer the second Suicide Squad movie to the David Ayer thing.
That's fine, but it didn't do well. And yes, the pandemic wasn't the only reason it didn't do well.
It's still a good movie.
People didn't. I didn't say that. It is a good movie. People didn't love it though.
Yelling.
It's
Why are you so upset about this?
It's mad. No, I'm with you, Max.
The
Suicide Squad.
They oversell
too many people dick ride that movie.
Gun nuts oversell the Suicide Squad like Snyder Bros oversell BVS. I understand people don't like BVS. I like BVS. I'm not under delusions that people should like it. Gun nuts say, "Oh, the Suicide Squad was great. It was just the pandemic, and that's the only reason it didn't do well." People don't talk about the Suicide Squad. If it was such a great movie on VOD and physical media, people would be talking about it all the time still.
I'm thankful to that movie, though, because it gave me Peacemaker, one of my favorite shows, to come out in the past 10 years. So, but it wasn't that great of a movie.
I know that, Bianca, but it's not like people still talk about it to this day.
And when they do talk about it, what do they bring up? Bruce, hurry up.
Starro.
Big starfish, man. Big fucking starfish.
Starro.
They never talk about anything but the starfish.
Starro introduced the Justice League in comics. Starro will always have a
I like the
place
fact.
for me.
I like the fact that
they
humanized. I like the fact that they humanized Starro, though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie, but it was not like this. This was not like it wasn't a masterpiece by any means, man. And I prefer the David Ayer one, believe it or
not.
Me too.
Before we go on, please like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We have over 50 people watching on this New Year's Eve. So let's bring in the New Year with a bang. Get those likes up.
Yeah. No, Daryl, you be quiet. You
Look at all. This is what the Gunn gang is in here. R-rated movie released during the Omicron. I thought it was the Delta.
You know, it's
You can
funny.
send my
Chris said,
sequel.
I don't see any gun gang. What's that? Here they are.
It's excuses, just like you
I
hear.
need a cigarette.
Chris, am I wrong? Just like Snyder Bros. They're like, you can't say you didn't like. You can't say you didn't like BVS and it wasn't a success without people like Warner Brothers' fault.
There were movies that came out during the pandemic that made a shit ton of money. Not a lot, but a few. So
Chris,
the movie's so great. Why didn't it make money?
Like when you tell a Snyder Bro that BVS wasn't a success and it wasn't.
No, I won't tell a Snyder Bro that. I'm scared. No,
I know, but
crazy.
I know, but they say, well, that was Warner Brothers' fault for rushing the storylines. This is why Superman was that, and they wouldn't release the extended cut. It's like, okay, I understand, but that wasn't the only reason it failed. And I love BVS. Oh my God, you see? So what? Deadpool's R-rated. Do people talk about the Suicide Squad in the same category as Deadpool? No. People love Deadpool a lot more, and you have a lot more characters for funny stuff in the Suicide Squad than Deadpool. The Suicide Squad ain't in the same league as Deadpool. I'm sorry. There's your comparison there, RJ. All right, I apologize. Bruce went. I have had like 5 or 6 cups of coffee.
You need to calm down, Max.
And I'm on my heart spider.
It's not even 9 o'clock yet, and you're trying to get lit.
I am trying to get lit tonight. I have off in the morning. Woo! Heart cider.
Max,
I don't know why that's so funny. I don't know why it's so funny, but he's on tonight. Like he needs some decaf, bro. It's like Max.
Dude, you need to shoot yourself up with some Adderall, Max. Jesus.
Sorry, I'm shouting in your face.
I am usually the one you guys are trying to calm down.
Hopefully that'll happen too, Bruce. I don't know. Let's go.
Max, a little Adderall will help, brother. A little Adderall will help. Jesus, man. Come on, calm down.
Okay. All right.
This is what happened.
I'm here for it, though, Max. You have fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm here for it, man. 2024 has been like the
I'm
worst year
bringing
ever.
it.
Let's put it in the rear view.
I'm focused on myself. What's in my control? What the hell are you doing? Are you calling me a biatch? What the hell is he doing? All right, I'm trying to get
to address.
You want your questions answered. Super chat this stream.
Yes.
You guys have been watching long enough. We don't have to answer every goddamn comment in the comments.
That's true. All right, yeah.
Shit.
I only address the ones that piss me off.
Wigglies.
I only address the ones that piss me off. That's
Vampirella.
Knock knock, bitches.
I really want to. There's a 90.
I love New York.
There's a. Could you? Whoa.
Jesus, man, come on, Bruce.
What are you doing,
I love
Bruce?
New York. Oh, sorry.
He's proud of his city.
Okay, there is a Vampirella 90s movie that I want to get on VHS, but it's expensive.
Other smaller things that he's done. So, I think he's not a proven commodity outside of those Guardians movies. So, I mean, we'll see. But I think he is very Zack Snyder coded.
Okay.
I think partially unintentionally, partially intentionally.
Zack Snyder coded? What the hell is he talking about?
Zack Snyder got a huge blow up out of DC. Even the drama, I think, made him like a bigger name. And so I think James Gunn's like, well, I could do that. And look at Sockley. Gunn is vastly superior to Snyder. Well, the box office will decide. But I think, in my opinion, they're almost exactly the same.
What? I got to pause here. What? James Gunn and Zack Snyder? What is she on right now?
I don't know. And
this is the worst thing ever.
And earlier, what did she mean by the Superman trailer? Probably only a lot of it probably was good. It got traction because of the drama. What drama? Is she talking about the Snyder shit?
I don't know what she's
talking about.
I don't know
what drama.
She's talking about the Snyder. She's talking about like the whole Snyder thing, the bots, all of it.
The whole.
There's some Snyder vibes.
He lied about certain things.
Just the only Snyder vibe I got was the beating up Superman, and then like where the crowd is mad at him. That was reminiscent of when he was outside the Capitol, or he was going into trial or something. The crowd was mad at him. But then you get Crypto right after. It's completely different. There's some homages, but completely different. And James Gunn, I'll be honest, I love Zack Snyder, but he's more successful at the box office with these superhero properties. You know, he's more successful. You know, so all right.
I don't think so, Max.
I mean, is he though? Like, yeah, is he though? Like,
so,
aren't they kind of neck and neck? If you're talking about successful as far in dollars, you know, aren't they kind of both like right there neck and neck?
300.
I don't know, Max.
Watchmen.
300. Watchmen. Okay. He got 300. He had Watchmen. He had Dawn of the Dead. He
Sucker
had
Punch.
all the Sucker Punch didn't really do that well, but he had all the DC stuff. And then James Gunn, he had his trilogy. And then what else did he do after? What has he done besides Guardians and Suicide Squad? What else has he done?
James Gunn has done.
I'm sure he's done more. I'm just saying, what else has he done?
For the superhero properties, he's been more successful. Not altogether.
I think they're probably neck and neck right there with each other.
Yeah, I'm talking about the superhero movies.
Yeah, so am I. That's what I mean. Gunn's got 4, and Snyder has 4. If you count Watchmen.
Yeah, but Watchmen didn't make anywhere near 300. Watchmen didn't make anywhere near $1 billion.
No, but back then $1 billion money was different back then. You know,
back then $1 billion was pie in the sky, man. Nobody really got there.
Yeah, 700, 600, 700. I remember huge successes being like 400 million. People were like, "Well, this movie's that's Matrix money." Remember when they used to say that term? That's Matrix money. Mm-hmm. And back when and Matrix was only making 300 or 400 million. You know.
Let me just say this. I just want to thank everyone that watches Kingdom of Nerds, and as a last Kingdom of Nerds gifting membership for this year, I have gifted 10 memberships for my channel to various people. We got Heroes for Hire Comic Club. I want to do a stream with him in a few weeks. Samir, Lord of Brooklyn, Pops and Comics, Dave, Chris, Anthony Beltray.
Anthony had to be in
Black Spider, Zeno, Garfwong.
Garfwong.
Who the fuck is Garfwong? Welcome to the channel, David.
Yeah. Awesome.
You know, as a content creator, you should reward the audience once in a while. Thank you.
I really wish I knew what she was talking about. I do. I really wish I knew what she was talking about when it comes to
It's interesting. Not only do I get thanked for being part of the audience, but I also happen to be on the panel a lot of the time too for your channel, Bruce, including the Sunday show we do. Anyway,
that bullshit show where you guys, I don't like that show.
We talk about comic books, man.
You guys just sit around and make everybody else feel dumb because they don't read 1 million comics a week. Yeah, you elitists.
We read 3 comics a week.
You fucking elitists.
This has to go up. Is this gone up with one of Grace's worst takes that they're the?
I don't think so.
I don't think she's making any sense.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about, man. Like, what drama?
How about we continue watching and see
she's like using these words like when she's talking about progressive stuff, like
Bruce, you look at this.
Like
this is my mouse right here. I don't have control.
I don't know what the hell.
This is my mouse. I can't click and make Grace start talking again. All right. So
Max.
Yes.
Let's see what she means.
That's so weird.
See if that is also in the box office. So let's see what happens. Let's see. I think they both have their bad habits and they both have their really strong elements. But I think it's just again, as I said, it's a restart, not a fresh start.
I love Grace because she double talks everything.
James Gunn's not more successful than Zack Snyder at the box office. Zack Snyder, look at Batman v Superman and how well 300 did and all that stuff. Boy, I gotta tell you, James Gunn's fans, you guys are like, you're more aggressive. Let's just say more aggressive. And that's
Can you replay that, Max?
More aggressive. She didn't say toxic, more aggressive.
Repeat that. That is the title of the thumbnail.
Look at how pouty she got too. Hey guys, that's great. You guys.
They are aggressive. Look at Perp in the chat. I think they both have their bad habits and they both have their really strong elements. But I think it's just again, as I said, it's a restart, not a fresh start.
Clip this.
Kay Walton,
It's-
James Gunn's not more successful than Zack Snyder at the box office. Zack Snyder, look at Batman v Superman.
No, I actually agree with
Mac,
that. All right.
on.
How well 300 did and all that stuff. Boy, I gotta tell you, James Gunn's fans, you guys are like, you're more aggressive. Let's just say more aggressive than even Snyder fans, and that's saying something.
Damn.
Woo! And you got a lot of free time, I must say.
Oh, she's calling you losers too.
Wow.
No, because
losers.
if you put two and two together, she's calling James Gunn's fan losers. You got a lot of free time. And then she's like, what are you going to go bitch and go to James Gunn in another clip? Woo! She does not like Gunn fans. You got a lot of free time.
They do.
I refuse to believe
okay.
that. Though.
Yes, I would agree. Resident Justice, Rebel Moon is a real fan.
Oh. RJ with RJ.
Is that why you had me watch this, Bruce? Did you know
RJ sliding into the DM.
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean now about RJ?
Rewind that. Rewind that.
The greatest. I got. Listen,
Sliding
RJ,
into the ladies'
I
DMs.
love you, and you're a working man. Now look how red I am from alcohol and caffeine. But the timing was so ridiculous about him saying she's saying.
At James Gunn, Resident Justice Court in 4K.
They have.
Can you rewind that,
Yeah,
please?
yes.
Rewind
They
that.
have a lot of time on their hands, and then she's like, "Resident Justice." I'm done. That was the best. That was the best thing that ever happened on Beyond the Trailer. Oh my god, the timing was so legit.
RJ.
You never know what's going to happen on
RJ.
this. So.
Kay Walton, James Gunn's not more successful than Zack Snyder at the box
Yeah,
office.
we know
Zack
you
Snyder,
do.
look at Batman v Superman and how well 300 did and all that stuff. Boy, I gotta tell you, James Gunn's fans, you guys are like, you're more aggressive. Let's just say more aggressive than even Snyder fans, and that's saying something. Woo! And you got a lot of free time, I must say.
Resident
Okay.
Justice.
Yes, I would agree. Resident Justice, Rebel Moon was a real problem. It was a real speed bump for Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I agree with that. As
okay.
a fan, I agree with that.
Then also, let's point out,
I will,
okay,
DJH, I will.
Jason Momoa's box office. I got to do it. I'm a numbers person. You know I am. Woo!
I will right after this.
Look
clip.
at this. These are not great. Let me get my arrow. I'll be back. I'm back here. Okay, hold on. All right, here's my arrow. Okay, so he's got $1 billion picture with Aquaman, and nobody understands how that quite happened. He was in Dune, but he wasn't a driving force there. Fast X, this is actually soft for Fast X. And he was basically playing Lobo there as well, by the way. So that's a little bit, nerve-wracking. Was it Jason Momoa? Was it too much Fast and Furious?
Bruce,
Nobody knows for sure. Aquaman, I mean, 433 is not bad until you see what this was and also how expensive this was. But look at that domestic box office. Jason Momoa is very popular overseas, so that's nice for him. Yeah, I mean, look at these overseas, the worldwide versus the domestic. Look at this.
I agree. He's not a draw.
I
love him.
I think he's absolutely a draw.
I think it has to be the right role for him.
Here's another thing I think.
But I do think Lobo's the right role.
Here's my rant. Here comes my rant. Here's what I think all you all fuckboys should do. I think you should stop watching the movies themselves and just pay ticket prices to look at how much money they made. Because that's all anybody seems to give a shit about anymore. They don't give a fuck about the art or the fact that he's a good actor. I think everybody should I think everybody should just pay attention to how much draw he made, because that's what really matters, not the art. The art doesn't matter. Just how much money.
Don't be straw man and Grace. She's talking about what is he worthy of carrying another character?
This is all anybody talks about anymore. Box office draw. They never talk about the actual movie or whether or not the actor.
I do both.
Why do you guys think all these shit movies that we call shit? I'm sorry, let me rephrase that, because they're not shit movies, okay? But why do you think all these movies that don't make any money at the box office get Academy Awards every year? Why? Because they pay attention to the actual substance and the art behind the intent that was there.
I am so sick of movie pundits like you, Chris, like Joe, like everyone. Box office doesn't matter. They can't take the movie away.
I didn't say it didn't matter. I said when you put that above the art, there's a problem. I didn't say box.
Okay.
It's still a business. It
Yeah.
is a business, and you have to make money. If you don't make money, you don't get a second season of something, or you don't get a sequel to something, or you don't get the toys made or the merchandising. But also, the whole point of people going to the movie theaters is for escapism. People aren't going to movie theaters, okay, or buying toys for their kids or watching a second season of, say, something like the OC or something from back in the day. People aren't doing that because they give a shit about how much money it made. They do it because somewhere along the lines, it was relatable to something in their life. You know, or they got a little bit of fan service. I'm so sick of the argument about.
I'd also like to make a
fan
point.
service. Yeah, that's what we beg for. Fan service. We beg for team up movies. We beg to see this person with that person on screen, and then when we get it, we dick ride it until we get it, and then we shit all over it.
Okay, well, I actually think this is expert reporting from Grace.
Hold on, Max. I want to point out about Momoa and where Grace is wrong here. Women who find this man attractive will go to his movies regardless of what the fucking box office does because they want that eye candy. This man draws based on eye candy alone.
Yeah, you're talking about Bruce. You're still muted.
Bruce, you're muted, bro.
I was crying from the RJ thing. I'm just saying it's that's well and good, but it's not enough of a demographic to make a project successful enough.
Yeah, and we're talking about Momoa era Aquaman 1, not Momoa Aquaman now, or not Momoa now. I'm sorry, he's still in great shape, but it's not the same as when he was flipping his hair. He looked like an Adonis.
I disagree. This man has a proven track record for women going to see his movies, and I'm also not downplaying the men either, Perp. I'm just saying, this man is part of why this man got famous is because he's pretty to look at. Okay. And you saying that's not a draw is bullshit, Max.
I'm not saying it as much as it used to be. We're talking about like Game of Thrones and Aquaman 1 era Momoa. He was really cut back then. He's not the same Momoa. He's so way more in shape than I am.
Dude, these actors get into the shape for these fucking movies, man. Look, you wait till he plays Lobo. He'll be cut again.
This is one of my main. This is the comment of the night. Jeffrey Miller. I can't separate Momoa and The Rock's person, and I love The Rock too. Persona when they play characters, makes me feel this way too. Yeah, in Aquaman 2, he was just walking around. It just felt like he was Momoa walking around. It didn't feel like Aquaman. But I think she has a good point. But the thing is, what's the good ones down here is Aquaman. That was the right role for him. And I do think James Gunn.
Okay, so are you okay? Let me bring.
And I'm not blowing up at you, Max. I don't mean you. When I say fuckboys, I mean all these people that can't see Hollywood through more than one lens. They only see the money side of it. They don't see the art. That bothers the shit out of me, man. We don't go to see these movies to count the money they're gonna make.
Well, I do care about these big universes, how they do financially, because I care. I'm not no CEO simp. I care about the people at the bottom that are paying loans and try to have.
Well, I mean, I wish I cared about any of the CEOs. I don't give a fuck about none of them.
You also have to take into effect you can do both. You can love a movie and then you can hope that it does well in the box office because you'll get a continuation. Or if not, a spin-off of said movie.
That's the only reason I pay attention to the dollars, Bruce, is if I'm like, shit, I hope we get a season 2. I pay attention to ratings and the money, but the only reason I pay attention to the money is if, oh man, I really hope we get a sequel. Oh, I really hope we get a season 2.
I've been known to troll people on box office for 2 years now? Just say it in chat.
And I'm sick and tired of you people bullying me about it. I almost got that out. I almost got that out without laughing.
I feel, look, Perp, when we see him all in the practical, hopefully it's all practical makeup and paint, and you see the dreads, I think it's going to be really, really cool. And I hope he wears big boots.
Because I hated Gambit in that movie. It was so bad. I don't want to see a full
He's the only part I didn't like, Bruce. I didn't like Gambit. I liked everything. I loved that Wesley came back. I loved I love the little inside joke between Jennifer Garner and Daredevil died and all that. I loved that. but I did not like. I really didn't care too much for what's his name? I always say his name backwards. Is it Tatum Channing or Channing Tatum? Whatever his name is.
Channing Tatum.
That's what happens when you have two first names. I just didn't really like his Gambit that much, you know. But then again, I never really been a Gambit guy. You know, a lot of people are. I've never really been a Gambit guy. I'm a Magneto guy. I'm a Wolverine guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think people are misunderstanding the character of Gambit as far as his role in a bigger DCU. He's a side character. He's comedy relief. He's Deadpool before Deadpool was Deadpool.
He's giving Rogue all the D.
Oh God. You know, Lobo is just there to break the fourth wall, comedy relief, piss on a dolphin, fuck a space whale or whatever.
They got to have an Aquaman joke or something. You think?
Of course they are, because you know.
I mean, it would be funny, you know. But be careful though, because that'd be fan service. Oh, too much fan service.
Well, I'm happy that I'm happy that they made the announcement right before it's going to production. I'm very happy Supergirl is going to the production this.
Well, I got a hot take for you, Max. I saw somebody make a video the other day. Now, look, I don't want to say no names, but somebody made a video the other day, and they said, check this out. They said that they think the only reason they dropped the announcement that Momoa was going to be Lobo is because of bad screenings for Superman.
I said that too.
I'm talking about you, dummy.
All right, for people that are confused about why I said Gambit, it's because Perk brought up Gambit in his comment, and I do not want to see a Gambit.
No,
movie.
I think. Listen, I think
so
the
pay attention if you're watching the show. If not, go watch something else.
Yeah, go watch something else.
Don't tell our audience to watch something else.
I know, Max. I thought that was a great take. That was a hot take. That was definitely a hot take.
Coming up soon, but you could easily listen. James Gunn has not debunked the screenings. I don't know why people lose their mind. There's people like years ago.
They weren't legit. They weren't actually technically screen tests.
Yes, they were. They're screenings.
No, they weren't testing anybody. They were screeners for the people that worked on the film.
Okay, they're still screenings.
But they're not screen tests. There's a difference.
Okay, but it's James Gunn hasn't debunked it. An easy way to change the story is give people something else to talk about. Now everyone's talking about Lobo. So that's a tactic that entertainment and news do. Like when you want to change the story, give them a new story. Give something else to talk about. It's very easy. So this could have
lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky, Raptor. You know who I'm talking about. That Raptor's lucky he's not in here tonight. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, we want to watch like a minute more, Grace. I don't know how long we want to go.
I don't know, man. Do we really? How do you follow the RJ drop? I mean, how do you follow that?
That was I love that. All right.
Below 30%. That's incredible. Okay. So maybe he'll help Supergirl overseas. And he hasn't done a lot. You know, I mean, Conan the Barbarian, not great at all, obviously. I mean,
not great money.
Weird until Zack Snyder plucked him out of nowhere as a surprise casting for Aquaman. But so I think.
Oh, shut up, Grace. And I like Grace, but shut up. See what
you guys voted on. Okay.
No, she's got a point. He's not a.
All right. So 41% of you think it's a great idea to cast him as Lobo. 19% don't care. 19% think it's a bad idea. Oh, so the rest of it is 60, and then everything else was divided up. So 40% of you think it's a great idea, and then the rest of you are evenly divided between I don't care, no way, and I'm not sure. But still, that sounds about right for DC. 40% love it, 60%.
All the people voting probably never even fucking heard of it.
All right, so does anybody?
That's funny.
Oh, okay. So Degrassi, you're saying there was 3 test screenings of Superman, 2 in LA, 1 in the Midwest, not all internal.
I want receipts, man. I want confirmation.
You can't reveal his sources.
Yeah, that's not. That's not. You don't have to snitch. You don't have to rat somebody out to prove that. You know, it really happened.
I don't like. Why do people?
And I'm the one that always tells you guys, Degrassi knows his shit. If there's anyone I'm going to listen to, it's Degrassi.
Well, why are people losing their minds that these things exist?
I'm not. I don't really
like. Why do people believe? Oh my God, it's test screening. Are you sure it really happened?
I don't really give a shit about Superman. I'm just going by what they're saying and what most people are saying, and that Gunn has not debunked. Is that hey man, we had some screenings. And it was for the people that worked on the movie, and there will be some reshoots, but has it been proven?
Okay, Max, do you know how test screenings work, Max? They basically you come in, you don't get to see the completed project. There's some of the special effects are missing, and they give you a scorecard and they ask you questions. What did you think of this? What did you think of that? All movies go through 4 or 5 of these screen tests. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not questioning that. Yeah, and
so it's not going to be perfect right off.
Not to mention, I want to know how. I want to know how people are seeing a movie that's only 3/4 of the way done and no post production.
Well,
Please tell me how they're seeing this movie.
That's why people wanted to differentiate. It's not a general public test screening. It's a test screening to executives and creatives and people close to Warner Brothers. That they're still screening the movie. It's still
I hope it makes $1 billion.
So
I hope it makes more than $1 billion. Just to piss the people off that want it to fail.
Look, New Hope had horrible test screenings. That's what they were saying.
Lots of movies had horrible test screenings.
There's very rare for a test
because they don't put out the full movie. They don't put out the full movie.
I know all this. I'm saying there's people like this get mad about people when you do test screenings and say, "Oh, it didn't happen. It didn't happen." No, they do it all the time. I wish they didn't test screen at all and they just released it.
Why are people making a big deal out of it though? This thing happens all the time,
and it's very rare for a movie that
it's like Stella says down here, who's worked in the industry. She says there are screenings and dailies. This is what
it's very rare for a movie to get amazing scores off the.
This is why I get angry about it. Very rare. 2 or 3. Because how many people do you think have seen this movie already? Okay,
a handful. Couple thousand.
Okay. And a few of them might have said, it doesn't really look that good yet. And the motherfucking internet loses their mind. They lose their mind.
Exactly what he just said.
And listen, the test screenings, whether they're with close to Warner Brothers or they're the public ones, what people don't understand is scoopers could cherry pick the person they want that says the thing they want in that whole audience. There might be one person that says it was bad. Yep. And a scooper could get that narrative.
I agree.
So just like everything is spun and fits a narrative. And if you find one person that says they thought it was a mess, you might reach out to that person ahead of the other people for a hot headline.
You talking about Jeff Snyder?
Yeah.
I agree.
So he can cherry pick the source he wants. He might have another source that said it was good.
Do you see how this comes full circle now? Do you see what I mean now? We talk more about whoever this Jeff guy is. We talk more about what he thought about the movie than what we actually thought about it ourselves.
It helped, Chris. This all helped.
John Campia didn't like it. I guess we shouldn't go see it.
No, I'm saying people think he's lying. But even if he's, if he's telling the truth, source could be the one person that thought it was a mess in the whole audience. Maybe everyone else thought it was great. That's what people don't understand. Like, oh my God, he's reporting this. He's lying. It's like,
they may not be lying.
How often do you go to a movie and the whole audience is in unison? Everyone's the same. Everything's the same.
I don't know.
Taylor Swift movie.
Not very fucking often.
It's got to be an event movie. Yeah, it's got to be kind of an event movie or something. But yeah,
Eras Tour movie.
Yeah.
All I know is you can't please everybody all the time, and it's getting to the point now that you can barely please anybody at all. And we spend more time talking about the shit talk than the shit they're talking about.
I love
it. Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
I know, Matt.
Like
I've never doubted you're passionate about this. I know you're passionate about what goes on.
It really doesn't matter.
Behind the scenes, no, you care about what happens behind the scenes as much as you do on the screen. I come on, I've been friends with you for like 7 years, man. You think I don't know this about you? But I'm just saying, don't you miss talking about the art itself as well?
How you doing,
Mama Bear? Hey, Mama Bear.
Industry, I love it, and I my pet peeve is when people talk about why are we talking about box office is really important.
No, I'm not one of those people. Don't glom me in there with those people. I'm saying when you only view a movie through the lens of whether or not it made money or didn't make money, you're shitting all over the art. And I live by the code of the artist, and the code of the artist is to never shit on somebody else's art.
What?
Oh, I forgot. I want to get to CGH's super chats here. CGH Entertainment Plus $6.99. Community posts are Max's kryptonite. Will the new MME show Blame CGH be a community post? It might be if you keep giving me heat like that. No.
You can criticize other people's art, but you should never shit on it.
CGH Entertainment Plus $6.99. All this Canadian all these Canadian dollars, I'm going to be able to go to the dollar menu.
You're going to be able to go to the movies by yourself. Hey, listen.
Max has Snyder brain. Some of the best movies have test screenings and studio notes. The Planet of the Apes trilogy had bad screening. I would like to say to you, CJH, and everyone else, where did I say that movies? I said most movies have bad notes at the beginning. And I actually think James Gunn is wanting the criticism so he can make this the best movie ever.
Maybe, but you're also one of those people that are trying to police what he can and can't say on the internet.
Well, no, he's learned.
Oh, he's learned. Max, he's
better than he used to be.
Some disciplinarian action.
The man can say whatever the hell he wants to say on his Twitter post.
Anyone can say whatever.
I love you, Max.
No, he's done better on the internet than he used to. When he fell for Josh, then a nerd's troll bait that says you don't like Cavill. When Josh knew that he wasn't going to continue Henry Cavill Superman, that's why he said it like that. And James Gunn took the bait. He's like, I don't hate him. And then you're going to have to defend yourself. Why aren't you using him then? That was such troll bait.
Max didn't even crack a smile. He flat out said that shit seriously.
Yes, exactly.
I know.
He said, no, he's learned. He's
done better. He's done better.
But that sounded like you taught him a lesson.
It's funny. It sounded like you did it.
It wasn't me. The internet told
me.
Now,
for 2 seconds, can we?
He should listen to me. No, I'm just kidding. He shouldn't listen to me. He shouldn't listen to me because I would have told him to continue with the Snyderverse.
Mama Bear, slide in my DMs, girl.
All right. What else do we want to talk about, Bruce? I'm sorry. I'm really hyped.
I think you have to lag in like 8 minutes, don't you?
I don't even have a thumbnail yet.
You don't have a thumbnail?
No.
You're not prepared for your own show?
Let me make something up real quick. Go ahead, Bruce. Let's talk.
I love it when he's like this. Let's not. We need more. Max needs to be more like.
Well, I can't drink this much every day. I have to get to sleep tonight too.
I'm just glad James Gunn learned this.
I want to ask the chat, what are some of your New Year's resolutions going into 2025? Whether it be to see more movies, stop a vice, or just to support more YouTubers, us, or to just put it in the chat and we'll highlight some of them for the last bit of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a good comment.
This is my favorite holiday of the year.
Because I agree with him. I do agree with that.
Healthy. RJ, watch less Max streams. Lies.
My New Year's resolution is to not make any more New Year's resolutions. That's my New Year's. The Buffy guy. That's a good. You should highlight his comment because I agree with that too. Just don't say it's a bad movie. Say it's an unsuccessful movie. You absolutely should get a return on investment. If you look at what Mission Impossible is going to spend on this next, I mean, have you seen the budget? These giant, bloated, fat, never getting no exercise, just never had a fucking salad in their lives. Fucking budgets, man. These giant, bloated budgets. Where's that money going, man? Yeah, you're going to have to get some of that money back. But that doesn't mean it's a bad movie just because people didn't go see it. Did you guys think Gladiator 2 was a bad movie? Did you guys think The Flash was a bad movie?
No, The Flash was a good movie. Damn it.
See what I mean? But they didn't make no money.
Drink more. All right, let's get to more comments. JC Comics, be nicer. I don't think that's possible for you. Zaggy, drink more beer, make more salads. Nobody cares about RJ. Super chat.
Wow.
Myself and comics, I have none. $2. Thank you for the super chat.
Thanks, Bianca. I have none. I have a lot. I have a list.
To think of a genuine answer. What, you sick again, RJ? Jeez. More sick than I am.
The kid's a walking petri dish. He stays sick.
Buffy just wants to live through the year.
We're gonna have to put RJ in one of those. We're gonna have to put RJ in one of those John Travolta bubbles. Like what was that movie?
God, Bubble
The Boy in the Bubble.
The Boy in the Bubble.
Bubble Boy. The Moose.
Bubble Boy. The Moose.
The Moose. The Moops.
The Moobs.
Remember that episode of Seinfeld when they went to meet the Bubble Boy?
Yeah.
In the Trivia Pursuit, the misprint was supposed to say the Moors, but he said the Moops. He got into it with George. That's funny shit. RJ, the Boy in the Bubble.
Jeez.
Yeah.
JSS wants to go to Australia. Degrassi, I can't do resolutions, but I'm going to CinemaCon and we're building a new house. Congrats.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
RJ wears a effing mask sometimes. Wear effing mask. Get back to posting on my channel. Yes. We want to see more art from you.
Yes, more art. And maybe a little.
Stop.
No, it wouldn't be nothing like that. I was gonna say something about gargoyles, but I stopped myself.
Max resolution for the year. He's gonna work on his OnlyFans.
Well, when I gotta get in shape first.
Wait, hold on. I can't. You thought I was gonna say something like, but we can talk about Max's future OnlyFans.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, what's this?
It's a boy in a bubble.
What happened to RJ's hair?
No, that's not RJ.
I'm making a thumbnail.
I think Fantastic Four is going to surprise people next July.
Oh, I hope so.
I hope so too, because that's another group that I've never cared about. I've never enjoyed any of their movies or comics or even
I'm
cartoons.
looking forward to that.
But there was a time when I didn't know who Guardians of the Galaxy were. You know, so yeah. I hope it's good. And I liked it as a period piece.
You know, CGH, you and all these two resolutions you have, how about make content on your channel?
He's doing that because I yelled at him in his community section today. I'm like, stop with the community post. I said, I'm the only one here because he keeps doing multiple community posts. I'm like, make more videos instead of community posts.
Wait, you yelled at CJH?
Yeah, in his community posts. I'm like, he's always talking about making content. Just make videos.
We here at Kingdom of Nerds supports anything that Mama Bear says. Thank you very much.
Yes, I do too. And I'm sure that the flip side of that coin is and here's the thing. Most of us nerds, we love them both. We love Snyder and Gunn. Why are we forced to choose a side? I own all the consoles, not just one of them, because they all have something to offer.
I'm not no fanboy. It's not Xbox isn't it? Listen, all it needs to do is announce the handheld and the acquisition of Steam.
You're coping.
No, I'm not coping.
You're coping.
They made mistakes.
They
made mistakes. Yeah, they should make, instead of doing a PS5
everything
Pro,
is an Xbox.
They should
this make bottle of water is an Xbox.
They should make a Series X cheaper and undercut the PS5 and do like 350. Yeah, do 350 Series X.
It was cheaper during Black Friday, and PS5 still outsold it.
Yeah, have a new, smaller Series X 350.
The best place to play all your Xbox games going into the new year will be PS5. We all know this. All the exclusives are coming to PlayStation.
Okay.
You don't got to put up with that, Max.
Yes, he does.
I don't.
You
care.
don't.
Yeah, he's a fanboy. He's a Sony and a DC fanboy.
Wait, I'm a DC fanboy? And
yes. Saying Daredevil. I'm both. Saying Daredevil's not a good character. Wolverine's not a good character. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Whoa. Who said Wolverine's not a good character?
Or C-list character. I'm like,
I get Wolverine's a little mainstream, but he's still one of the most complex and greatest characters to ever come out of Marvel, let alone the X-Men.
I'm glad you feel that way. But okay, he hasn't had a good story in 30 years.
Oh my God.
A good story in 30 years.
See what I'm talking about?
Not since the John Byrne run in the
Okay, so that makes him suck because he doesn't have anything current?
Yes.
When's the last time Superman got a new story?
The last 10 years, Superman has been
anything.
Amazing.
Wow.
There you go. Superman has been amazing.
Mama Bear's openly
bi-comical. Yay.
CJ's there's the mindset from Movie Talk where we need the director's cut of movies. Some of the best movies of all time would have been trash as director's cuts. Well, it depends if the director wants a cut or not.
Well, it depends on if they do it on purpose. It depends on if they do some Zack Snyder shit and say, "Hey, we're going to put this on."
Listen, no.
Don't worry, we're going to make a director's cut.
I'm going to
sell it on Blu-ray.
I'm going to stop you right now, Chris. The reason director's cuts became a thing is studio interference, and then he became so popular with Zack Snyder, particularly because he does have a problem editing stuff down. He does. I love him, but he has a problem editing stuff that yes, for Rebel Moon,
he had carte blanche for Rebel Moon, and he literally cut it into 2 different versions of the film on purpose.
Yes.
That's a money grab to me. I don't know.
What do you mean? So you get it with the same Netflix subscription. You don't have to watch it.
No, that kind of shit's for DVD sales, I think.
They haven't put it on DVD.
They will. You think they're not gonna? That's what people are probably waiting for.
This might be a 4K release.
Otherwise, why the hell would you put it? Why would? Otherwise, what's the point?
Degrassi, Blade Runner, Superman, the Donner cut. You know, yes, they've had director's cut too, but that's where
what was the first director's cut? Does anyone know?
I'm going to dunk on Degrassi now. Okay, yes, other director's cut.
You want to do this, Max? Really?
Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
You sure?
Yes, I will. Okay, Degrassi. I understand.
I want facts and numbers to back your argument up.
Listen. Okay, director's cuts exist without studio interference, but what are the most famous director's cuts of all time? Mic drop. The ones where there's studio interference and the director finally got to release what they wanted to do.
Max. Stop.
It is so true.
What was the first director's cut?
They messed with Ridley Scott's.
I'm looking that up. Hold on.
They messed with Richard Donner's Superman. They messed with Zack Snyder's Justice League. Those are the most popular director's cuts of all time.
Are they really the most popular of all time?
Okay, the Wild Bunch. Okay, that's your one example? Good. Boom.
I agree with the studio interference, though. I absolutely agree with that.
The most popular director's cuts
against you, Max.
No.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm right.
I'm a stand for that shit. When they said
here's the only thing Degrassi came back was with the Wild Bunch. This is embarrassing, Degrassi.
What?
That's the first one.
I can tell you the first time I ever actually paid attention to a director's cut. It's when the Aliens. You know, probably I always say Breakfast Club or The Crow, but Aliens might be the one movie.
Now.
That might be the one movie I've watched more than any other movie in my life. And I remember when they had that big, like, extra 20 minutes in there, I was like, that's awesome, man. And I remember like wanting that VHS.
E.T. had a director's cut.
Goonies has a director's cut with the octopus.
Napoleon.
I just watched the RoboCop director's cut last night.
Metropolis. Just saying. They were director's cuts 80 years
But wait a
ago.
minute, who said Zach was the first to do it? I said Zach, that was a money grab. I don't like it when people like Zach do it. They shouldn't have to. When you've got carte blanche in a movie and they're saying, look, here's all this money, you do whatever you want. And then there's a big red N right there for Netflix. You shouldn't make 2 versions of the same movie. Why didn't you just release the R-rated R version right away?
On MME Live, I'm going to pull up a director's cut. I think I am a little bit under the influence, but I think I
told you not to die on that hill, and you continue to talk about facts.
Listen. I said I say they became popular because
I didn't say it was the first.
I didn't say it was the first. I didn't say it was the first. I said
nobody said you said it was the first.
Okay,
I didn't hear that.
All right, there you go. I said they became popular because studio interference, and they're sought after.
That's not true, Max.
Oh, all right, whatever.
What cuts are sought after one just because it happened
Blade
one
Runner.
time?
Max, lean left and then lean right. Lean left and lean right. I love that when that camera does that. I don't know why, but that's the coolest shit ever.
Superman.
That is so cool.
Versus does that too. The Donner cut.
But I want one. Haha, Bruce's don't work.
No, it doesn't work anymore. It broke.
It just wants that extreme close up. I mean,
oh my god!
Look at this beautiful man right here. Look at this gorgeous fucking guy over here.
Ooh,
and his camera don't even work.
Right.
Dave's like, who, me?
No, I'm pointing at Bruce. He's above me. I'm not talking about me.
Oh, Stella, that's not fair, Stella. And has anyone even said hi since Stella got in here?
Oh,
I have.
A bunch of fucking savages. Wow, man. She ain't been on a panel. I don't know how long, and you guys
called dynamic framing.
All right,
but a lot of directors do director's cuts, though. Jesus Christ, Bruce. That's an extreme close.
Oh, wow. Hold on, man. Stop it. Don't do that with the shit. You're so gross.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This fucking guy right here.
No, he goes all LL Cool J. Whenever you give him a compliment, he goes all licking his lips and shit and doing a Calvin Klein. Look at the smolder. He's doing the smolder.
Oh, I'm late for my other stream.
What other stream?
I'm doing 2 streams tonight. I'm going for it, bro.
I thought this was the stream. Bro.
This is the power.
No, this is the pre-gaming.
I'm surprised I didn't got an invite with you two elitists.
You can.
You
No,
two authoritarians. The Power Hour featuring Max and Bruce, and you know.
You could come over.
Oh, I'm definitely coming over.
I thought of a topic.
I'm picking a fight with that Raptor just for no reason, but
who?
That Raptor. I love him, but I'm picking a fight with him tonight.
There's the link. Well, I listen. I'm gonna calm down a little bit until I get to the next stream. Bruce, thank you so much. I really appreciate you're helping me out with the Power Hour and putting it together a lot of time. I really enjoy our show. I think it's gonna get better and better.
We have to find my first time on your stream video where
I don't remember.
I was so nervous to talk.
All I know is I did not, when me and Bruce did not like each other.
I couldn't stand Chris.
We could not stand each other. now I talk to him like every day. See how it works out, Bruce?
I haven't heard from you in like 2 weeks.
I think
that's such a fucking lie. I just messaged you today, yesterday, day before.
Can I tell you something, Chris? I'm pretty sure Bruce was like, "What's with that Chris guy?"
Everybody says that. Everybody. No one likes me at first.
No, you're like, "What's with that Chris guy?"
Nobody likes me
I
at
just
first.
put my messages where I clipped out Chris and made fun of him. I'm just kidding.
Nobody really likes me at first, man. I think I'm abrasive. I can't help it. You know?
Oh, please. No one liked me when I first got on MMA. I was trying to take over channels.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking stand you. I'm going to be honest, man. Like, if we'd have been in the same room together, we'd have broke some furniture, Bruce.
That's
not
funny.
in a good way.
Only 2 filmmakers have said my next movie is going to make $1 billion. One was James Cameron. The other one was Steven Seagal.
We did, Mama Bear. We found the one thing we could agree. I even looked past all that Snyder bro shit. I was like, I like this girl. I like this girl. And the way she comes in and says, "Hello, boys," forget about it.
All right.
I think that's why we created the Power Hour, because I couldn't stand most of his panelists.
Yeah, I don't like.
Oh, you had to ruin it.
What?
We didn't drop names. We're not dropping names.
I didn't say names.
Yeah, we're not dropping names, RJ. We're not dropping names.
Well,
we are not dropping names.
Me and RJ are in a great place.
We are not dropping names right now, Anthony Belcher. No, I'm kidding. I love Anthony.
Everyone get on
RJ will be gaming together. Not gaming.
MME Live for Absolute Chaos tonight.
What was that? What? Hold on, I snuck that in there. What do you mean? All right, it probably went over my head.
I'm getting another drink ready for the start.
What's the difference between gaming and gaming? Gaming, like, are you saying that we aren't real gamers?
Gaming. Yeah.
Oh,
yes. That's the thing. He's a whole website.
He's always got to prove to everybody just how gay he really is, man.
Hold on, I went off camera to prove how gay I really am.
No.
All right, we gotta end the show because that'll get us.
We're gonna get a strike so bad.
All right.
See, I knew, Bruce. You ain't full of nobody. You know how some people are like in the closet because they're gay? Bruce is in the closet because he's half straight. He ain't full of nobody.
Half straight. Half straight. Oh no.
Half straight. I watched porn. No. I watched straight porn just to look at the balls. There we go.
Oh God, I did not need to know that.
AI bad girl. Let's go.
Her hair's messed up.
I know it's
on the left. It's like coming out of
It's coming out of the back of her thing, and the wind's blowing, dude. It's coming out of the back of her cowl, and the wind's blowing. Come on, man.
Nah, you're reading too much.
I mean, if you want to explain it away, go ahead.
Are you guys trying to make me later?
Let's get explanation.
Max, no one's stopping you, man. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't leave the show before it's over.
All right, I'm gonna leave, and then you send me a link so I can jump on the other one.
I sent the link in the private chat. It's there.
All right. So
thank you.
Please have a good rest of your year. Please continue and follow us over to Movie Madness Entertainment. It's not gonna be as entertaining as the Power Hour. It never is. So don't get too drunk.
Hold on. Let me say one thing, because I don't do the sappy shit very much. I don't like it. But this has been maybe with the exception of losing my brother in 2020, this has been the worst fucking year of my life. And I'm telling you, I never, ever would have got through this year if it weren't for you guys, all you guys.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just letting you guys know that.
Thank you, Chris.
All right. Now I'm leaving.
Great 2025.
I don't know. Why was that
Hey,
there?
Bruce.
Why was that there?
Did you end it?
I got to ask you.
No, I didn't end it. Have a good night. Goodbye. Like, subscribe. See you in a few.
Bye, everybody.